Well, we're saying goodbye to Freshwater. The boys in there caught a lot of doggy mackerel. I buggered if I could catch one. On the small rod, I'm using the big rod now, on the small rod I hooked up something about 1 metre long, but it's only about 6 pound line, so I had it on for about 15 minutes, but then it got off. Sorry I couldn't film it, but I couldn't let the rod go. Started off the day at 7 o'clock in the morning behind Five Rocks. We sailed all the way along this coast, right close in, all the way up to Cape Manifold. In between that island, the rock and the mainland, hugged the shore down here, along here and into Freshwater. From Freshwater, we're going to go up inside Queen Island, round the top, and probably anchor around here for the night. And then the next day, I expect to go and explore all in here. I want to do that all at high tide, as much as I can up this in the west water, and then I'll do the southern arm the next day. I need to catch a fish. I'm trying my best to catch a fish to put in my crab pot. That's Queen Island. We're just nearing Port Clinton now. Port Clinton's headland is on the bow. Well, we don't look to be going very fast, but we've got the tide with us at the moment. I reckon we're doing about a knot through the water. We'll have a look at the GPS. Yeah, the GPS has got us doing about 3 knots. 2.9, 3 knots. Just come out the cabin. I'm working on my movies, editing them. Just had this nice boat to drive by. Yeah, there's a fair bit of tide off this point here. Slowly coming into Port Clinton now. Just go round. This is the headland just before Port Clinton. Port Clinton's round that over there in the sun, that rock, and at the moment we've got about 2 knots of tide under us. I'm doing about half a knot, I think, through the water, but I've got plenty of sunlight time, plenty of time yet to get in, and I'm fishing on the way. That is the headland or the island just off Port Clinton as the entrance. We're coming in and we're doing about 3 knots with the motor, and we're doing 5.5 knots with the GPS. Some wonderful beaches here. As you can see by the countryside behind that island, we're flying by this island. You can't do anything in Shoalwater Bay without the tide. You've got to take the tide into consideration for whatever you do. Otherwise you're just going to go nowhere for ages. Yeah, at the moment we're just heading along from Brown Rock to this point here, and then we'll turn in and go down the south arm. Yeah, that's the point over there that we're talking about. We'll go around the corner of that and go round down south arm. This is just a lovely beach in here. Absolutely wonderful. Since this is such a nice beach in here, we're going to go in there and tuck ourselves in that corner for the night where those trees are. I can't think of a better beach to be at. What a night. I think I'm going to go where those trees are. I think there's a bit of freshwater creek there. Can anchor in there for now. Well, I've anchored in this bay. What a beautiful spot. Melaleucas there, water coming down, fresh water. I'm going to pump the rubber dinghy up and go and have a walk on the shore. We're only in about 3 metres of water here, and the rise and fall here can be up to 6 metres. But I'll go and have a walk ashore, and then I'll work it out where we can anchor for the night. Sunset in Port Clinton. I've worked for 3 weeks pretty hard in order to get here, and probably for the last year since I left. I find this a great spot, isolated, 6 metre tides, and as much sand as you'd like.